Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I used up almost the rest of my stash for the bargain bead box for April 2026 making waves to make this beautiful little memory wire bracelet. And I used those two little wavy pendants that they gave us, or charms. I used them to make little charms on the bracelet. I love the way this turned out. I added a few other beads to it, and I really love the way this turned out. If you're not familiar with Bargain Bead Box, I have a coupon code BNJ2 for $2 off your first box with them. The box is $24.99 a month, and they're usually valued at over $160 or $60 a month. This one was valued at $102.81. So we got a lot of stuff. We got 19 different things in there. A couple different kinds of gemstones and everything. And then I also used a couple of my beads, just my seed beads, and I'll show you in the video, for my Potomac Beads curated collection. So I will leave a link to that as well. And if you click on it, it will go right to Potomac Beads and show you my collection of everything that I picked out to do videos for them. So yeah, I love the way this turned out. I love making memory wire bracelets. They sell a lot of them on my Etsy channel. So I've been kind of like using my stash, you know, the rest of my stash. I did that last month, and did a memory wire bracelet as well. So I think this turned out really cute. So yeah, so if you want to learn how to make this, then stay tuned. Okay, so I'm showing you what I'm doing with the leftover stash from my Making Waves Bargain Bead box for April of 2026. And as one thing I'm adding is I'm adding some of these little tiny little silver spacers. And then I'm adding from my Potomac beads from my curated collection, I'm adding the Miyuki Seed Beads Duracode Opaque Eucalyptus 8.0. And then these are the Miyuki Seed Beads Frosted Opaque Glaze. And if you didn't see my unboxing, I did a curated collection with Potomac Beads. I've been working with them for like 3 years now, I think. And they let me pick out $100 worth of beads, and I did 3 videos. It was so much fun. I'll leave a link below, and it'll say my curated collection. If you click on it, it will take you to Potomac Beads. And I also have a coupon code and everything. Everything will be in the description, so you can do that. But if you have the Bargain Bead box, you can use whatever you want. I think I did 2 tutorials for this box, 2 or 3, I can't remember. And so this is what I have left. So I have left the Amazonite Rondelle beads. I'm using these. And then I'm using, I wanted to show you, the Amazonite English cut round beads. But I took out the ones that didn't have that greenish to them. The ones that had the black in them, because I want this to have a color palette to it. I don't want it to be too rustic. I want it to kind of match. And then the 6mm flower Amazonite matte round beads, I took out the ones that had the black in them too. So it's just these. If you can hear my neighbor, he's cleaning his roof right now, and my room is right next to it. So I don't think you can hear, but just in case, if you can, hopefully he'll stop soon. And then I got the 4x3mm crystal rondelle beads in matte coral pink. I've got those. And then these, I used almost all of these up. The 4mm crystal faceted round beads in seafoam shimmer. And then the green angelite tumbled pebble beads. I'm keeping them on the strand because I like to take it off to put it on. I think the way they lay them on here, if I put them in a big pile, I don't think, you know. Yes, and then the 2 stainless steel wavy round pendant links. These are going to be my little charms at the end of it. And I have 2 tiny jump rings for it. Okay, so I'm doing, let me get this. I cut this already. So I'm going to do 5 strands. So this is going to be a nice, you know, big bracelet. I like to give it a good stretch. so that it kind of lays good. Now, when I use my, let me move this out of the way. When I use my memory wire pliers, I always use it for the smaller ring. Now, some people turn it under. I don't. I turn it up because when I was turning it under, it was kind of sticking in my hand or in my arm. So I turn mine up like, so it's like that. And then I put it back in and I bend it just a little bit. So see how that kind of just lays perfectly like that. So we have it like that. So we're gonna start with some of these. Yeah, I like to use up this whole stash. I mean, you know, for the money you pay for this, you get a really good deal. And like I said, I have a coupon code BNJ2 for $2 off your first box with them. Okay, so I like to use this almost like a needle when I do it, and I kind of pick it up like this. And I'm just gonna do some patterns. I'm gonna do the silver, and then the green, and then the coral. So I'm gonna do that like that. I'm gonna do that for a little bit. Silver, the green, and the coral. And I do this a lot with my boxes. I'll end up, because I sell a lot of my memory wire bracelets on my Etsy store. And it's great because, you know, you already have the beads that match together. And then if you want to add, you know, something of your own on there, you can. Okay, so see, that's my little thing so far. So I'm gonna hold that up and let that go all the way down like that. So that looks pretty. I'll do a few more like that. Let me break these up. These are kind of stuck together. Okay. Yeah, I'm filming here on a Saturday, and of course my neighbors are off and they're all working around their houses, and like, okay. Let me. Okay. A couple more of these sets. 1, 2, and 3. Usually it's hard. Some of these beads you can't see where the hole is because they're so there. And I'm gonna do one more group. 1, 2. Yeah, these coral ones are kind of hard to see. Okay, so let me drag that all the way down so we can. Okay, so this is where we are so far. Now I'm going to take some of the English ones, the English cut ones. I'm going to do one of there, and I'm going to do pebble bead. I'm going to do another pebble bead. They fit better when they're, you know, the way they string them. So I kind of like, because I don't like when my metal shows on my bracelets, you know, like I love using the petal beads, but a lot of times if they don't match up. Okay, so I'm going to do another English bead. And drag that all the way down. So here's where we are so far. Okay, so now I forgot to take these out. Okay, so I got my little green, and then these kind of match with the coral. That's why I pulled these out. I'm like, these are pretty. Okay. So, and what I do is I look like, oh, so you see like where this is, I'm going to add a little bit of color right there. So I'm just going to do, coral, green, coral, green. coral green. And I'll change up the patterns as I get closer, you know. I'll do coral. Okay, so here I have that little section right there, and I lift that up and put that right down there. This is really pretty. So now I'm gonna do another English cut, and I'm gonna do more of the pebble beads. 1, 2, 3. I love like when they send us the chip beads, but those are really hard to work with because they could totally be like, you know, a 1/4 inch of metal hanging out in between them if they're not laying right. So I don't want it to like kind of line up with the last one. So see how like it's right here and then it's right there. So it's, you know, it's not exactly, so when you're wearing it, it's got all different, it looks like there's a lot more movement to it. Okay, so here's that. Okay. So now we're going to take these silver ones. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to put an Amazonite on. So yeah, I just have a bunch of different patterns that I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, all of my neighbors are out working on their houses. I think they knew I was trying to film a video. I'm like, okay, I don't know how long he's gonna be doing that, but I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we have that. I'm gonna do one more of these. And here we have this so far. This is really pretty like this. Okay, so now what I want to do, I'm going to take a few of these crystal beads. And I want to do crystal, green, crystal, green, crystal, green, crystal, green, and then another crystal. Okay, here it is. So I get this down. So this is where we're at so far. We've got that. So, and I did have a few of those tumble nuggets left. I did not use those either. I wanted to, you know, kind of do something different. So let's see. So that's laying right there. So let's, you know what? I'm going to do a couple more of these because see the way, or I'll show you. See the way this is kind of lining up right there? I want it to kind of like come more over here. So it's there's no pattern to it, if that makes sense. 1, 2, and 3. I love when they send us those crystals in there. Yeah, see, so now it's landing where it's in the middle of this. Because I don't like any of my patterns to kind of be on top of one another. I like them to kind of, you know, interchange, almost like a bricklaying pattern. So when you're looking at it, you know, it looks good from all different views. So now I'm going to do, I have silver over there, but I don't have any silver over here yet. So I think I'm going to, let me see, I think I'm going to do a little bit of these. I have a lot of these. So I'm going to do this, and then that, and then this, and then a silver. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Oh, there's Piper. She is the best guard dog. She protects us from all the squirrels. She's so funny. I go up behind her. She's all, you know, up in her business looking out the window. And I go up to her and I go, oh, what are you doing? And she just puts her ears back and kisses me. I'm like, are you protecting our house from squirrels? She has been such a blessing to us. It's like a house is just not a home without a dog in it. And she keeps us on our toes too. My husband, if he doesn't get up early enough, he doesn't get that coffee in before her walk. Because she looks at him like, Dad, this dog's not going to walk itself. Oh. Okay, so let me let these down. This looks really pretty. I like this. See, so now we have that pattern. And now, let's see, what else do we want to do? Just kind of, you know, going, I'm going to do just some of these greens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. You see how that looks right there. Okay, so that looks good there. So now, and then I'm going to do one of these. These greens. Okay, so now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that. And I'll do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, see, so now that's kind of coming in between that one. So I'm going to do a little more now of this color over here so that that grabs that. Okay, so I'm going to do this pattern again. I really like that pattern. Oh, Piper, Piper. Okay, so that, this, oh, did that stay? Oh, yes, it did. That, and then this. And I have to soundproof my walls like, you know, the musicians do for when they record. My husband will be like, okay, wait a minute. We built you a bead room. Okay, I'll do one more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let me bring this down. So now here we are. So this is what it looks like so far. So when you're wearing it, see how there's hints of color all around it. I like the way that looks. Okay, so now we're getting over to the green like that. So I'm going to do a couple more of these, and then I'm going to do some more of those pebble beads. Okay, so we're in right there. So we'll do a silver. And then that, over, and this, and this, over, and then one more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There we go. Okay. So here we have all of this so far. This looks really pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to do some pebble beads here. I might do quite a few on this now. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2, oh, 3. Don't want to spill those. Let me cut this so that string's not so long. Okay. You got 1, 2. Make sure I'm still in view here. 3. Get these around. Oh, those look pretty. 4. Yeah, see, now I can lay it down. Now that I have enough of them on there, I can lay it down and I can see where all of the patterns start and finish. So I can have everything just a little different. I'll do 1 more. Now, you know what? I'm going to do like 6 more because I want it to go past that other one. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Okay. So now where this is ending, see how it's ending in the middle of that right there. So we have that. So now when I hold this up, oh, this looks so pretty. I really like this. So pretty. So now I'm going to, let me see here. I think I'm going to do another one of these mixtures here, but I'm going to do it, yeah. So let me move these out of there. I just start working and everything ends up in a big ball. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do some of these now. 1, 2, do 3, and then we're going to do one of those. This silver, and then this again. And then we're going to do 3 more. There's 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. and then this silver, and this. Yeah, I like that. And then 1, 2, 3. And then this, a silver, and this. So that's got a different look to it. There we go. Okay, let me get a few more of these down here. Okay, I want to do it like to about over here, I think. Okay, so let's go back. Now we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do that, silver, and that. And then 1, 2, 3. Seed bead, that, seed bead. Let me see where it's landing right now. I'm gonna do a couple more. One, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and I'll finish this one, that, and then that, and then this ends with the 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So see how pretty this is looking? And it's a little different, you know, going around like that. It just depends. So we'll be finishing this up now. So let's see. I think I'm going to do a little bit of this pattern right here, over here. So I'm going to get some more. Let me get some more of these. Okay, and now I'm going to. Let me see. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to do like 10 of these silvers. That'll be a nice, that'll break up that solid color that's there. Let me get these off here. Okay, so now we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah. See how that kind of breaks up that color right there then? Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so now I'm going to do this pattern right here. I'm going to do like 3. I'm going to do 3 of these Amazonite beads in a row. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 5. 5. I'm going to do, there's a hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so there. Now we have that. Okay, now I'm going to put some pink back over. I'm going to do the 2 pinks, or the 2 opaque, and then the green. We're going to do that for a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do 2, 1, 2, and one, 1, 2, and then 1. And you can use whatever, you know, I mean, another color that would look pretty with this is like white. If you don't have these colors, you know, they don't, you know, have to be these colors. I just happen to like these. So let's see where that's laying right now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking that. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more. Yeah, and it's just all trial and error. I mean, the thing about, you know, when you do a memory wire bracelet is if you don't like it, you could take it off. Okay, and now this. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to put some pebble beads here because there's a few pebble beads way down there, but there's none in the middle. I'm going to cut that. So now I'm going to start putting some of these on. 1. I'm not going to do that one because there's a little bit of black on that one. Usually if I'm going like really earthy rustic, I like those. Okay. Just kind of see how they fit. Okay, so now I have this. So now I'm going to, let me see, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to do that and a silver. Let me move these out of the way. We're starting to get towards the end here now. That and the silver. Silver. Yeah, that's pretty. It's putting. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I think I'm going to finish it off with this. So start with that. Okay. We're going to do silver. That. Silver. That. Silver. That. Make sure these are down. Don't want these to go flying off. Okay. I think I could probably do 2 more on here. 1 and 2. Let's see. Let me get my, yeah. Okay. So now you want to make sure there's no spaces anywhere. Let me put some of these away. Get these kind of cleaned up so I have room here. Okay. So, yeah. So that's where we are. I could probably, I think I'm going to put one of these on the end. And then I'm going to put this on. Okay. There we are. Okay, so now I take this, I take it right at the tip, and then I turn it this way, and then I just very gently twist it up like that. See, and then it ends up being right there. Some people like them on opposite ends. I kind of like them where they're at the kind of in the same spot. Okay, so now I'm going to take, let me get my other stuff over here now. So I'm going to take my jump rings, and open this up. I would like to do it that's the back, so I'd like to do it so that that's like that. Not that it really matters, because it, you know, the mailman's out there. Did he bring me beads? Okay, we got that one. And now we're going to do the other one. Yeah, that looks really cute. Oh, I like that. I was going to do earrings, and then I'm like, nah, I bet everybody's doing earrings with those. And I thought, I'm going to do it this way. Okay. So if you're not sure how to put memory wire on, here we go. So look at these, aren't these cute? So, and you could turn it this way and have them both like kind of hanging out like this. Really cute. I really like this. This is just like a fun beachy summer bracelet. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you thought of this bracelet. If you think you'll use up the rest of your stash, I'm pretty much almost done. I could probably make one more small thing because Bargain Bead gives us a ton of stuff every month. So yeah. So I have a coupon code BNJ2 for $2 off your first box with them. So definitely check this out, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and please leave me a comment because it really helps my algorithms, and I love reading everybody's comments. And also, when you go into the comments section, if you swipe it over to the left, it says hype. If you click that button and you hype my video, it really helps YouTube post my videos more, so it really helps my channel. So I would really appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed this. I have lots more tutorials coming up. And if you're new to my channel, check out some of my older videos as well. And I will see you on my next video. You have a great day, and thank you so much for watching.